Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hire Me Live with Lashana, where the mission is simple: get seen, get connected, get hired. I am your host, Lashana Griffin. We bring together job seekers, business owners, employers, and community leaders that strengthen our workforce and build stronger communities. At Hire Me Live, we believe that meaningful conversations create meaningful connections. Share this broadcast with someone who has young children, someone interested in early childhood education, or someone looking for a rewarding career working with children. Now, let's meet tonight's guest. Tonight, I'm excited to welcome Aiche Maiga, Director of Wonderworld Learning Academy. Wonderworld Learning Academy is dedicated to providing high quality early childhood education while helping children grow academically, socially, emotionally, and developmentally during the most important critical years of their lives. Aiche is an educator, scholar, a passionate advocate for early childhood development who believes every child deserves a strong educational foundation that prepares them for lifelong success. Tonight, we're going to discuss the mission behind Wonderworld Learning Academy, their educational philosophy, what makes their program unique, enrollment opportunities for families, funding and tuition assistance, career opportunities for educators, their vision for the future of early childhood education. Aiche, thank you for joining.
Good afternoon. My name is Aiche. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for joining us today to
Thank you for
talk
having
about
me.
we get to talk about your vision, your mission with Wonderworld. I wanted to start off by you just telling us about your journey. Many people see the finished product, but they don't really understand the story behind it. So tell us about yourself, what inspired your passion for early childhood education, and how Wonderworld Learning Academy came to be.
Well, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. My name is Aiche. I'm originally from Africa West, and I came in the United States in 2013. And I used to live in New York. So after I came in Columbus, Ohio in 2015, and I was just looking for a job. So I had a friend who just told me about her job. Once I put my feet in childcare, that was it. Like I knew this is something that was calling me. So basically, that's what I used to say. Childcare chose me. I did not choose childcare. Childcare called me in. This is became my passion ever since. I never did another job basically that long in America. That was the first one, and still I'm in it.
Wow, how awesome. I love how you said, I didn't call that, it called on me. That's awesome. So what makes Wonder World Learning Academy different? Parents have many childcare and preschool options available today. What
Mhm.
makes Wonder World Learning Academy unique, and what experience do you want every child and family to have when they walk through the door?
All right. So we believe in at Wonder World that every child is unique, and we believe that being a provider has to come from the heart. So we're not doing this job because it's just a job, but to us it's a mission. We really have to show those kids that we are here to protect them, to provide safety, and give to give them the opportunity to show the uniqueness and the talent that they have deep down inside them. So yes, Wonder World is here for to ease the job for the parents and to really protect and make home another home for these kids. Basically, we are another family. We are kind of like another part of their family, if I'm explaining myself correctly.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So yeah.
You're an extension of the family, which I believe it should
Absolutely.
be. I'm in
Yes.
education
Yeah.
as well, and I
Mm-hmm.
always say that, you know, school is an extension of the home. You mentioned that you want them to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
How important is a child's safety or them feeling safe in education when they need to learn? Like how important is that piece for a child's development?
That's that for the child has to be the child has to feel safe first to be able to open up. The child has to feel safe first to be able to learn, and then to consider where the environment that he's at, like home. So safety is our priority. Safety is the number one thing that we really ho- it's 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 safety first. There is no explanation there. Like, as long as a child is safe mentally, physically, what with whatever is going on with his own development, safety come first for us.
Yes, I agree. I think when a child feels safe, that
Mhm,
they feel okay with making mistakes, because a
mhm,
lot of times in education, children, they refrain from trying because they think that making a mistake is not okay.
mhm,
So when we show the child that making a mistake is part of the process and it's
mhm,
okay, it's a safe space to feel to make a mistake or to try with effort. We're going to apply the effort. Is a beautiful thing. So when you said that, it really penetrated in my thought process, because safety, not we a lot of times we think safety, we think the doors are locked, though,
mhm.
which that is true, but they need to be safe emotionally, so that
That
they can open up and be curious, and try new things. So that was beautiful.
correct.
So which kind of leads me into I'm curious to know, what is your educational philosophy, because every school has its own approach to learning. So how would you describe the learning philosophy at Wonderworld Learning Academy?
Well, we make learning just fun. We learn in any way the child is open to. We all are unique on this earth. So a child, like, it depends. We first of all, if a child comes into Wonderworld as a new enrollment, we we give the parents the age and stage questionnaires, which will allow us within 30 days, which will allow us to understand where the child is standing at his development. So that is based on, like, all the domains that is coming with the development stages. So if we know once we know, where the kids is standing at, this is where we're picking from. So we definitely will make a unique or a customized lesson plan based on how this child is really developing.
Okay, that is awesome. That is awesome, because you said children learn differently.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I do know is that we have to be able to teach in that child's learn language. And for that to be a priority for y'all, okay, let's assess the child to see
Mm-hmm.
where their levels are. Let's assess the child to see how they learn best. And now we're going to customize a plan for this child, so
Mm-hmm.
that for the students or young scholar, so that they can learn at their pace, the way they need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very creative, because there are a lot of learning institutes that teach one way, and that may not be conducive to the child's learning, and then they get labeled as if they can't learn. But no, they're not learning the way you're putting it down, for the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads me to ask you, where are you located? What is the side of town you're on, and what age group levels that you teach? Hmm.
We start from 6 weeks to 12 years old. Infants, young infants, old infants, young toddler, old toddlers. Every age group has their stage. Every age group has their, like, for example, 6 weeks to 18 months is a infant. 18 months to 3 years old, that's like toddler one and toddler twos. And then toddler one is from 18 months to 2 years. From 2 to 3, that's toddler one and two. And preschoolers as well, that's from 3 years old to 5 years old. And we do have after and before school program. Yeah.
Okay, that is awesome. So how do you guys, because I wanted to lay that foundation so that the listeners understand what age groups we're speaking of.
Hmm.
So how do you balance academics with creativity, with the confidence, the independence, the social skills, the emotional development? Like, it's so much to balance.
Hmm.
How do you balance that to continue to be creative academically?
Yes, well, we use creative curriculum or teaching strategies. So, like, there they highlight every corner of the development from social emotional communication, like, with every domains of the learning. They cover it all. And then there, like the curriculum that we use, we can also partner with the parents. So the parents might will be able to see what we are doing as far as lesson plan with their children and be able to even help us because we are into that together, so they will be able to have the homework or the activities to do to practice home as well as us, and then, like, we can communicate and move on with the children development every semester. We also do parents and teacher conferences to really discuss the evolution of the child. We sit down with the parent and then we discuss that, and then we also plan the next semester. Like this semester we were working on communication and this is where he's at. Either we're gonna stick on that or we're gonna move to his social emotional, and then, like, every semester probably we're gonna take a theme where we're going to be focused on the child with all the corners from literacy, sensory, any activities that we are playing in the classroom. Like, you will see that we will be emphasized on the domain that the child need the most. So creative curriculum allow us to do that easily.
Right, that's awesome. So tell the listeners, where are you located? And for the parents watching tonight, are you currently accepting new scholars?
We are not currently accepting enrollment, but they can be on our lead list. We do have an in-house communication software that we use, and like, we will give you the process of, like, the queue, or like when you're going to be able to start with us. So we are located at 3349 Refugee Road in Columbus, Ohio 43232.
Okay. And so, you said that there's an after school program for students because we go up to 12 years old. So I'm assuming that's around sixth grade. How are the kids transported to your facility? Do y'all have busing that comes get them, or how are they moving from their school to your location?
It's before and after school. Let's say that a parent has a schedule to work at 6 a.m. The parents can drop their kids at the daycare. They get breakfast. They get ready to go to school. We transport them from the daycare to school, and then from after school, when school is done, we're going to get them, and then we bring them back, and then, like, they have a afternoon routine, and then they get snack, and we help them with the homework or like any activities that they have to do. We are not really focused when it comes to school agers. We are not really focused on development because we feel like the school is doing that part, and we are helping the school to help the children, like, and we believe that the school is doing that part, and then we help with the homeworks and whatever these kids need.
So it's more. It sounds like it's more of a tutor. Like if they need a
Mhm.
tutor, and
Yeah.
y'all help along the way. So
Yes.
take us through a day. Let's say a preschooler that is 4 years old. Take us through a day of what that looks like for a little scholar.
Like, what that preschoolers is going to do throughout the day. Okay. Well, our cutoff time is 9:30. After 9:30, we do not accept kids. So that will help us to stay focused on our planes. So when little Johnny, let's say little Johnny gets at the daycare at 9, and then he will wait until, like, that's kind of like, a free play to feel safe, like putting his coats on at the hanger, like, going to wash his hands, coming back, and then having a seat, trying to feel the atmosphere of the classroom. Like, they have approximately 30 minutes to do those free play and really feel comfortable with friends, and, like, making the connections. So after that, like, our teacher will do a circle time where they sit down and probably do a lesson, I mean, do a circle time with reading a book or having some exercise, like, physical exercise, like, depending on what is on the plan for the day in a large group. So after that, like, we do have two teachers in every classroom. Like, they will just follow the daily schedule along with the lesson plan. So let's say that's okay, this is little Johnny, and today, like, we have to work with fine motor. Like, we will sit little Johnny at the table, like, along with, like, if it's a large group or if it's a small group, like, along with the other kids, and then we are going to do the fine motor exercises or skills, like, or, like, take, for example, like, help them to take the pen, like, and to write in, or to be able to write online in the lines and stuff like that. So after that, probably that will be 15 minutes, like a transition will be done by the teacher, like, every 5 minutes. It's like, 5 minutes left, like, you have 2 more minutes, you have 3 more minutes, then we're gonna put away, like, the centers that we were using, because all of our classrooms are centers, like, with the domains, and
Mm-hmm.
then yes. So after that activity, whatever activity is on the lesson plan, this is what they're going to follow. If it's like, social, emotional, sitting down and then talking with our friends and try to be social, like, so after that, like, it's the same transition that they going to be doing. So after that transition, like, if they have to go use the restroom, wash their hands, come back, and then have an AM snack, like, they are really welcome, always welcome to ask if they wanted to have something anytime. So after that, like, it's gonna be some other activities, and when we finish, it's gonna be lunchtime. Our lunch are served in, like, a home style based, like, you will see the bowls on the table, and some children are trying to serve themselves, or they are trying to pick the forks and the spoon to really serve themselves. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's the component of our food are USDA based, and they are meeting the CACFP requirement as well.
Okay.
So we do, with the new rules, we do serve, like, every milk, like, depending on what they are on and what is their preferences or parent choices. So after that, it's gonna be a nap time. They have 2 hours of rest, like, from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And after is gonna be restroom time again, washing hands, come in for PM snack. Then after is going to be following again, like, the activities while we having fun. We create a lot of, like, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun. I
Yeah.
like it.
I'm
I'm
smiling because
so-
I could just picture their little feet and their little hand and them just
I know.
trying. I
Yeah.
love that age. I'm just as you're saying it, I'm visualizing, them just eating their little with their fork and just trying.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
it
really
just sounds so
amazing.
awesome. So cute. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
So I know that you're saying that right now there's no openings, waiting list, but they can you have a system that they can contact and you all tell them what the starting point is.
Hmm.
For those who don't know, let's kind of talk about affordability. So, the quality childcare is one of the biggest investments that a family is going to make. What funding options are available? I know back in the day, now my son's 27 years old. Back in the day, it was like Title 20 or something. I mean, I was my best friend. But what
Hmm.
funding options are available today?
Hmm.
And do you accept public funding childcare?
Absolutely, we do. And then we are trying to help the community as well, our private pay and the Title 20, because we are gold rated. And our Title 20 and our private pay price are not the same. So we are trying to really help as much as we can to be able to serve every children in our community. So you we do have a website, and from there you can just see that we are asking you if you need childcare assistance, and this is still the same Title 20. They never changed the name.
Okay.
So yes, they can apply from our website, or they can go to I think is ohio.gov for public assistance, and they can apply for Title 20 there. Now Title 20 take 30 days, and it really 30 to 45 days, and it really depends on how your case is there. So they can, if they wanted to keep it up with Title 20, because some parents will just apply and forget about it when we start the service. But you have to have an agreement with us that you're going to be on your case, and then we're going to set up, like, let's say that you get approved. The state offer us a back tap, and then, like, there we do not mind. You have to do those back tap while your kids was under our care. But if your case is gets denied, for example, like, if it depends on how many kids do you have, we will give you a portion during that time. It's not gonna be the same portion that the state would is supposed to pay us, but, like, we will just give you a fee to just be able to pay there. If you wanted to continue the service, we can give you our price. But if you wanted to stop as well because you got denied,
Denied.
it's totally fine. Yeah.
So are there scholarships that are offered?
Yes, ODJFS is giving a sort of voucher, and that's the same application. So if you are over income, they will just give you a voucher that covers a portion of your fees, and then, like, the other portion is to be determined by the center. So, like, depending on your age group, this is how we determine how much left you have to pay. So yes, this voucher is equal to 1 year. It's the same thing as Title 20. It's 1 year. They will
Okay.
give you that 1 year. It's not like a sum. A budget was voted for it, so they definitely give you that portion based on the age group too, and your copayment will be based on the age group. But the difference between this and the Title 20 is just like they get to determine the co-payment for a parent, and then the voucher, we get to determine the co-payment for the parents.
Okay.
And we really trying to help the community with that.
Yeah, that's excellent information. And again, they're in the Canal Winchester area.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk career. Okay. So because here at Hire Me Live with
Mm-hmm.
Lashana, we also are about connecting people with opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I guess what my first question would be,
Mm-hmm.
what makes your child care facility stand out differently than others? Like what is that thing that's like the wow factor? Like what would say, "Now we're going to go here
Mm-hmm.
instead of, the one down the street." Like tell me what makes it different.
Okay, so we are human, period. Like, we have the heart to understand every individual. I don't really even think that somebody will come for an enrollment at our center and then not be able to enroll, because I will show you the side that you won't understand, the side of life that you won't understand, because it's about humanity. We are here. Like, if you enter our center, even, you will feel it. If you really feel certain things, if you're looking for safety, you will feel safe there. If you're looking for fun place, if you're looking for people that care, if you look for people that really will help you, that's there. It's really there.
Well, I know cuz sounds
Okay.
like you were describing someone I know over there. But, I was like, true, true.
And that's, yeah, and that's it. It's like literally you will love it. We even love it. Like it's just joy there, it's happiness there, like it's helping people there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So let's. I have so many questions. I
Mm-hmm.
have so many questions. Okay, so talk about the quality of your instructors or your teachers. Talk about the quality of, as far as like their what the standards are for them to be a teacher there, their educational background, their history. Like what qualifies a person to be able to work there as a teacher. I'm not sure if you are hiring, but if you are, let us know. But if you, even if not, like what is the type of person that you want working under you so that they can give the best to the kids?
That part, we will go based on your quality, your human quality. Of course, like educations come with, but as we all know in Ohio, they gave us a platform saying Okra, Ohio Professional Registry, where we get a profile there, and then that will really gather from the date that we're gonna start in the childcare to the date that we're going to leave. I don't even think it's like something that we can close. You can just leave it there, but it's a everyday learning, everyday knowledge. Childcare is never going to be just like because you have a bachelor degree, which is appreciated, like it's something, but it's not about the degree, it's about the what you can give at the center. And then we do invest, we as, because like we do have a system in place, and we as administrators, we invest into our teacher. We show you the vision, like that cannot be on a bachelor degree paper. Like we show you the humanity, we teach you our culture, we teach you our mission, we show you our vision. We wanted you to open your eyes that we are the future of, we these kids are our future. These kids are like our little ones. If like we build them, we mold them, like they are looking at us as role models. This is our ethic. If you have a high school diploma, this is the minimum requirement that a childcare is asking. But we go by the states, at a gold rated center, you cannot be a lead teacher without having a CPL level 3. We go by CPL level. So like you can build yourself,
Okay.
and then we will help you build yourself, like through the courses that you have to take, like
Okay.
through the informations. And Okra is really like the trainings that are there, even can we can't count it.
hmm So
Yes.
what I'm hearing is you're saying, and just this is what I'm hearing is you're saying I appreciate that you may have higher education, but really what we're really looking for is people who intrinsically are good people, who are human people, who actually care
Mm-hmm.
about the kids,
Mm-hmm.
because we are going to give you the tools that you need to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. We have
Mm-hmm.
professional development
Yeah.
for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that professional development, you can take advantage of it as much as you want to. And if you want to go through the levels, we got you. But
Yes.
but first, we want to make sure you're a good person. But first,
Mm-hmm.
we got to make sure that you care about the
Mm-hmm.
kids, not so
Mm-hmm.
much your credentials. That's what
Yes.
I heard.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it because I agree. I agree. And one of the things that I say across, I'm always saying,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot teach
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
You can teach the curriculum, you can teach the job, you can
Mm-hmm.
train
Mm-hmm.
for the job,
Mm-hmm.
but but what about the good people? What about the people who are of good character, who
Mm-hmm.
are quality, who are timely, who are creative, who,
Mm-hmm.
all those intrinsic
Mm-hmm.
skills?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, and that's part of the reason why I even created the show, is
Yeah.
just
And
because of that.
yeah.
It's beyond that resume. It's
Mm-hmm.
who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what all of that says. Can you
Mm-hmm.
work with kids? Can you break
Mm-hmm.
it down?
Mm-hmm.
Is your temperature
Mm-hmm.
cool?
Mhm.
Can you handle conflict?
Mhm.
Can Are you safe? Can you create a
Mhm.
safe space with me?
Mhm.
Can you blend into this culture?
Mhm.
What you're saying is
Mhm.
exactly
Mhm.
why I'm here.
Mhm.
Because we look too much at that resume and we want to look
Mhm.
at, oh, they check up all the boxes, they qualify
Mhm.
here, they qualify here.
Mhm.
And then when you get them, they don't listen, they're
Mhm.
combative,
Mhm.
they don't have vision, they don't
Mhm.
get along with any all
Mhm.
of these things, but your
Mhm.
resume said that you had a bachelor's. So
I would even speak another language, but if you speak the language to them, they can't respond to you.
yes, you're so right. You're so right.
And
I
the
love
reason
it.
the reason I have this vision, I know it's doable because I'm the example. I'm the exact example. Like, when I started childcare, like I didn't know nothing. And I don't have any kids anyway. But like, literally I didn't know anything. I never had an infant in my hand. And then I had a job. I was happy. I called my mom back home and I said, like, I got a job. She said, you working at? I said, child care. She said, who's gonna give you their child? I said, well, I'm gonna do this. And
Yeah,
then, like, little by little, I just, like, they gave me a paper, and then they was asking for my degree. I said, degree in changing diaper? Like, it did not add up there. So I said, well, they said that I have the opportunity to go to school for a, and this is when I went to Action for Children and got my CDA courses. And then happened that I didn't even need a CDA because I had a bachelor degree in language and literacy. So I had that before coming in here, and the Okra was able to translate, to give me the equivalency of my diploma that I had from back home. So I just became, like, my point over Okra became, and then I just got transformed to something else. So I reached the level, but I don't have the knowledge now, like how to do it to combine both. And this is how I did, and I became me today. So it was self-learning, it was calling, it was having mentor, it was researching, it was caring, it
that's
was
right.
really trying to, like, understand
Yes,
what they need, what I can do. Like, humanity was really into it, so it's doable. I'm looking for people that look like me, and then we can do it together. I'm not
yes.
doing that by myself. I cannot do that by myself, but like, we all have to come together to do this, and it's
Y-
doable.
Yes, yeah. And you and I share the same passion. I'm that girl too.
Hmm.
I had started a job a long time ago, never done the job before, and I always say it's not the quantity of time, it's the
Hmm.
quality of time. But
Hmm.
a lot of what you were stating was saying, I'm a self motivator, I'm a self starter, I'm going to research, I want to be the best at it. So if I'm going to be in this career, let me be the best at it. And not everybody is willing to search outside of their time,
Hmm.
try to, gain more understanding of what they're doing. And but when you get those type of people, that they have an education
Hmm.
mindset. They have an
Hmm.
educator mindset, because we always want to learn. We always are looking to see how we can do better and what's new research out there.
Hmm.
So, but you can't find that on a resume.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody who, okay, I see all of your credentials, okay, but when it comes time to learning how to, you know a new strategy,
Hmm.
and there's new strategies that came out, but you're not looking and you don't have anything to bring to the table. I need people who want to go out and look and bring something to the table and be like,
Hmm.
hey, look what I found, this is something new that's happening.
Hmm.
And that's not a degree that says that. That's someone who's passionate and who wants to contribute.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I could go on with that soapbox, but yes, yes, Nisi told me I was gonna like you. Absolutely, absolutely. So looking ahead, as you think about the future, what your goals are for Wonderworld Learning Academy, what do you see? Because I know that, briefly off camera, we kind of talked about that there's a second part coming here. So
Hmm.
you want to kind of share with us that?
Yeah, we are looking to be expanded in our community. For it's not like only one side. It can be all the side, and try to help or put our hands like into it, so we can really bring in what we can bring our support our way. So yes, another part is coming, and then that's going to be the same culture, the same ethic, because I wanted the same person to be able to do, like, to train others, like, upcoming one, the one that are going to join us in the future. Like, we are looking for those kind of people, and then we know that it's in our community, and then we are bringing them, and together we are going to build that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And finally, what do you hope viewers remember most about your mission?
That this I wanted them to understand that the safety they need, they mean, exist, and we are here to give that safety in a healthy way. Yeah.
That's beautiful. So I have one more little thing. I want to have a little bit of fun with you, okay? I'm gonna have I want to have a little bit of fun with you. It's gonna be a rapid fire, okay? And I'm gonna say something real quick, and in one word that describes Wonderworld Learning Academy, okay? So I'm gonna say something, and you just answer off the top of your head, okay? You ready? You complete the fifth once. No, I'm joking. Okay. Favorite children's book.
A favorite children's book. I okay, so there I can't really say it because I'm not an American, a Native American. So the book that I read most of the time were in French.
What is it? That's okay.
Like I have one that called Le Petit Prince, and like
Liberty Prince. Okay. Favorite age group to teach.
infants.
What's one quality every great teacher should possess?
Humanity.
What's one piece of advice for new parents?
You will be safe.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
If you could leave every child with one life lesson, what would it be?
That they are the world.
Awesome. Great job. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you. Thank
Aiche.
you. Yeah,
Thank you so much for spending the time with us this
it,
evening.
it
And
was a pleasure. Thank
yes, yes,
you.
for sharing your passion for education and the younger learners. Early childhood education is one of the most important investments we can make because today's little scholars become tomorrow's leaders, teachers, entrepreneurs, healthcare professionals,
Mm-hmm,
and innovators.
mm-hmm,
If you're looking for a nurturing, high quality learning environment for your child, or if you're an educator looking for a career where you can make lasting impact, we encourage you to connect with Wonderworld Learning Academy to learn more about their programs, enrollments, opportunities, and career openings. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. If you're looking for work and would like to be featured during the Job Seeker Spotlight, own a business you'd like us to highlight during a business spotlight, or if you're an employer actively hiring and would like to be featured during Hire Now, we'd love to hear from you. You can send us a message on Facebook or LinkedIn, email us at hiremelive@gmail.com, or complete our guest interest form to be considered for a future episode. Remember, our mission is simple: get seen, get connected, get hired. I'm Lashana Griffin, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for another inspiring conversation on Hire Me Live with Lashana. Good night, everyone.
all right, bye bye.